All right, we're live. Hello, hello. All right. So it's only been 2 weeks since the last stream here. So not too much. I had a bunch of red slings that just kept doing 9 tricks. It was very funny. But we'll give them a couple minutes for people to get in here, and then we'll knock this out. What's up, Bryson? Welcome in. Next routine review stream is probably not going to be for a while. I don't think I'll be doing those over the summer times, mostly because there's not a whole lot of competitions. There is the Drill Dojo Invitational. If you haven't signed up for that, going to be really fun. Really want that to be a big success, especially like I just want it to keep happening. Different style competition. It's 50% like regular competition, 50% it's going to be just a live test out. So, yeah. Black Sling Dad is just cardio at this point. Dan. I assume you mean Dan. Black Sling Dan. Yeah, dude, that one broke me when I was going for it myself, honestly. I think like 2 months I had to work it. It's crazy. Favorite post-high school drill comp excluding WDC. FLDC is nice because it's right there. RCDC is a good one because it's really low stakes. It feels low stakes. Everyone's there to have a good time. That's a really supportive environment. But the best, most polished has got to be Lone Star Championships. If you get a chance to go out to Texas, I think the venue's going to change. I haven't heard any word of the LSC this year, but it's always a great production by Master Sergeant Ibarra. So, Lone Star Championships, if you only have the money to make one outside of WDC, that's probably the one to go to. Yeah, TXDC would be another name for it, but LSC. TXDC LSC. Yeah, Lone Star Championships is great. Constant used to run a competition called Pro-Am. And Pro-Am was like a bladed only competition, high production value and everything. And of course he made it like in such a fashion where it's kind of artistic too. He filmed it all. But all those films are a little bit, I don't want to say lost to time. I know exactly where they are. They're just a little inaccessible. We'll get them one day. I'm pretty sure we'll post them one day. For sure, for sure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's actually going to be 9 red slings, but one is just kind of separate. We got any fans of Noah Khan, ASAP Rocky, or 5 Seconds of Summer in chat? Because I just got finished this last week working their merch stands. And that was a lot, actually. Like a lot. So in addition to this and in addition to teaching, I do like merch, concert merch sales too. And it's a really great summer job because concerts kind of pop off over the summer. And those were the events just in the last week. And now it's going to be dead for a little bit, but it was nice and a lot of work. You list of 5 Seconds of Summer? Yeah. They had a good spread. I like their merch. They had a good lineup. Their whole theme was like everyone's a star. So everyone dressed up. I felt like I was at like a Steven Universe convention because everyone had like a big star on the front of their shirt. Yeah, Wyatt, don't stress it. The Dan level comes when the Dan level comes. You get that like God run and then that's it. Just don't forget a trick. That's what happens on the God runs is you get to trick 9 and you think you're done. Yeah, 5 Seconds of Summer must be from like Alaska, where it's just they get that 5 seconds. I should be coming to LSC. Not entirely sure. It depends on a couple of scheduling things. I should be walking into like a formal classroom this year. If it overlaps the 29th, I got plans to go to a theme park with my wife of August. So if it's the 22nd, it's definitely a possibility. I haven't seen... Has he posted anything on it? Let's see if I can... Drill Warrior... Straight comp, commander's call, commandant's call. $2025 LSC. Yeah, he has it in front of the Alamo now. I haven't seen an announcement for it. You saw him 2 weeks ago at the street comp. Did he mention it? I'm sure he's getting asked that a lot. I'd hate to like go barge into a chat and be like, hey, where's LSC? I'm sure he's being asked and he's finalizing like arrangements and stuff. There should be an ODC on your birthday, the AJ ODC. Nah, I don't want to work on my birthday. I want to go. I have tickets to Epic Universe. Didn't mention anything, just how'd you judge? Well, thanks for judging. Appreciate it. I am an AJ. Every now and again I go by AJ. Very like context dependent. But yeah. I thought I was going to write under the name of AJ Jupe for a while. And then I picked a completely different pen name. Hey, Gyro. My middle name is also a J, so I got lots of AJs. And then when I married my wife and she took my last name, she also became an AJ. It's a bunch of AJs. My dog's name is Audrey, so I guess she's an AJ. This last year, my armed exhibition commander was named AJ and went by AJ. Lots of AJs going around. So, no stress on this stream. If anyone doesn't make it for any reason, we got another one next week, and every week leading up to the Drill Dojo Invitational. If you haven't checked that out, head to drilldojo.com, click this tab right here, and read up on the Drill Dojo. How to register, you're just going to fill in your name, your email, your shirt size, and your sling level. Why do you need shirt size? Well, you're going to get a free shirt with the registration. For sling level, this is going to determine your division. You are only competing against people in your similar skill bracket, all right? So if you're red sling and you're not really winning anything in your local competitions just yet, you could actually win this. I got some cool prizes. The sling display boards are ready. You're going to get certified slings with a special badge that say champion instead of certified. They're very, very cool. And you'll get that up to the level that you're certified at. Phase 1 is just a test out where each judge looks at one component of your kind of body composition. Phase 2 is more of a standard, competition. There will be awards. You'll get Drill Dojo gift cards. You'll get cash. You can get display boards. NGA stocks up for grabs. DA 1903 rifles up for grabs. Black gold NGA drill rifles that are engraved up for grabs. Really excited about this one. It is an $80 registration fee, which doesn't escape me. That is very expensive. But you do get a free sling. That's what you'll be competing with, is your certified sling and free shirt. And that's what you'll be competing in, is your shirt. And then outside of that, you can still win all these prizes. And it's in Central Florida, so if you want to go to Disney World, Universal Studios, go see your grandparents that are in the retirement place, the villages, you can do all that. Your dad and former cross-country coach had the same first name, so as a joke, I'd call it first name only. That's funny. Happy thought of your backup idea, because you low-key scripted all the craps of the song you were going to do already. Okay, yeah. We will... I want to do, like, a competition that is strictly, like, an online competition that is, like, synced to music. And, like, 80% of the score sheet is, does your drill fit the song? And then 20% of the score sheet's actually what you do. So one day I'll set that up. Maybe we'll do that this year instead of the Dojo v Dojo. Andres and I will set up a sync to song. We'll figure out a good name for that. All right, we got 10 people in here. Thanks for being in here. We're gonna get started with the stream here. It's gonna be pretty quick. Should be able to rock it through that. We'll go do 9 red slings, 7 maroon, 1 green, 1 black. And we'll begin Bernardo Gomez. All right, here we go. Good, no penalty. Almost catch angle, but it was fine. Good little stutter step. I can see your feet kind of like shuffling around to get there. Okay, hand pin wide open and then kind of moving around. See how it's like moving around there? Good. A little bit angled in front of your face there. That angle is so hard. That was really smooth. Hand moderate distance away. It's almost raptor clawing, but it's not quite at your chest. You really want to, as soon as that right hand releases, you really want it to be down at your body. Yours just kind of like hangs up at your side. Hand wide open there. Good. All right. Your hand pin was at the right place, but like your hand was like wide open by the side. Not bad. No penalty. Nice. Good catch. The problem here is that this hand doesn't need to do anything, right? So you can see it's wide open and it's way out of position there. Right? And then when you bring it down here, you want to have a more steady catch angle. All right? I generally don't do catch angle penalties on that one, but just watch that angle. All right, you missed with that second hand there. Yeah, big miss. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bernardo, you're going to pass with 10. You're here. Just got to find 5 points. He's 5 points out of somewhere. Congratulations. It's a full red sling win. You're good to go there. It's going to bring us to Mason McCord. Mason, good luck. All right, good luck, Mason. Little catch angle, slightly angled there. Good, no penalty. Good, no penalty. Very nice. Good. Nice. Nice. Still good? All right, not bad, but this other hand here doesn't have anything that it needs to do here, right? You're just kind of like waiting for it, so keep that pin as long as you can. Good. Yeah, Mason needs to pass here. Congratulations. All right, Christopher.
Double aerial.
Good. Good. Nice. Good. Just that hand there needs to find something to do. 1 for being hand open, 2 for distance away from body. Good. Nice. Good. There's a couple things I thought about penalties for there, but I'm on the other side. Okay. Hand pin, being open, distance from body. Stutter step. Heels off the ground for the catch. Kind of that like padding, up down padding kind of motion. The good news is that you'll only get a moderate angle, and that's by literally that fraction of a margin of error. All right. Oh, let's add it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Christopher, don't have to worry about tenure anymore. That was a 10-year break, and you just did it. Nice improvement from a score of 82. Well done. All right, Brock, good luck. After Brock, I'll check in with chat. Good, no penalty. Good, no penalty. I think no penalty. Let me see hand pin. Hand pin was good till the very end. No penalty, but like make sure you maintain hand pin. Oh, I feel like a little bit longer. Good. Just a little bit of the hand pin. Good. Good. That was super interesting. So remember that this is actually, for some reason I had that in my head as tomahawk. But it's a scorpion toss. Okay. Yeah, it's super weird, but I'm gonna take it. No penalty. Well, okay, secondary adjustment penalty at the start. But what an interesting technique on that. Good? Little catch angle. Alright, easy peasy. Good job, Brock. That's gonna pass. Alright, how are we hanging in chat? Queen and rifles. Fantastic. I bet these streams are awesome to, like, clean your equipment with, like, too. At least you got the good music. I really dig this playlist. What's my favorite NGA rifle color? You dig the green and red stocks? Dude, I picked up an incredible green stock with red, like, vibrancy through in a Daytona. I like black golds. I'd just love to have like a really nice black gold. I have a black gold and it is nice, but what I'd really like, I want an orange stock, like a safety orange, like a deep orange with like tiger stripes. That's my dream stock. Yeah, scorpion toss was weird. I mean, it works for tomahawk. Does it matter how you get to the starting position? I don't think so. I'll let you know. Submit your video and I'll let you know. Did your Google Drive work okay? Tony, yes. I got it. It should be okay. And then Matt P put in your name into my backlog. So I have like all my people and stuff go on this other side. So I should be able to, it should be super easy. I got you. I'm going to do your red sling and maroon sling kind of together, I think. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Sea Drilling. Welcome in. You want a fiery orange, like a mix of black and orange. Yeah. The purple, anything with purple in it, and super red bleeding lavas. Those are always cool. All right, Brock. Aiden, good luck. Let me see here. I'm gonna do catch angle, and it's gonna be both that angle and like rifle landing sideways, like just a tad sideways. All right, major on handpin. You definitely want to have more confidence there. And then it's going to be a major 2 for like losing balance there. You kind of lost balance and had to kind of like get your feet underneath you. There's definitely inefficient footwork. We're going to pocket it. I might reduce it to 2 later. Hand pin here. I'm just going to return to that footwork there. Okay, good. A little bit awkward footwork, but no penalty. Make sure your like feet are moving very intentionally. Good. All right. Loss of balance with a stutter step. Yeah. Good. All right, all good. Okay. Sick. Just for future note, for maroon sling and up, you have to have either a bolt or a butt plate. So we're going to get there because we're at 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so even if this was 2, you'd still have to worry about tenure. All right, Aiden, congratulations. You're going to pass with tenure. I would, next time you do this, put in probably either the butt plate or the bolt here and start working some weight. You don't have to, but for maroon sling, you'll have to. All right. Congratulations. That is going to be a pass with tenure. Full pass with tenure. All right, Skylar, good luck. All right, little pad. Big loss of momentum there. Almost a major. Handpin stays. Okay. Catching within margin, almost catch angle. That one was good. 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 Recovered well. Stutter step out. Yeah, just stutter step out. Good. I think toes came off the ground just a little bit. Good. All right, Skylar, congratulations. That is going to pass. Well done. I look so relaxed now that I'm not dealing with the class of 9th graders. Yeah. I mean, it's also like I had a very energetic week, so I'm a little bit tired. You have an NGA, the black and gold version, best purchase you made in a while. Yeah. No, every time I think back at all the stocks that I had the opportunity to buy, and I just felt too poor to get them. And if I can go back in time, I'd rather have the stocks. If you ever want something not on display, just call, message, email Isabel Wilson. She'll hook you up with very nice options. Oh yeah, for sure. Walsh is your friend. He has a bolt and it broke on both sides. Snap a picture, send it to Glendale customer service. Oh, that's gonna be. Can I reply? Okay, customer service at glendale.com. Let them know how it broke. If you're drilling over grass or concrete, like what was going on. They'll at least be able to direct you into replacement parts, if not be able to hook you up with discounted replacement parts. All right, Mason. Something cool, you were getting someone interested in possibly going to nationals next year. That's awesome. All right, let's close out Red Sling. We got Justin next. The pants are going to trip me up because the shadows move, make me think the feet are moving. Good. Good. Nice. Nice. Yep, very good. Just gonna be that hand pin way up there. Looks like your hand might have closed, so I can't tell. It'll be just the major. Good. Stutter step out. Secondary adjustment before the trick. Stutter step out. Lost a hand pin. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Justin, well done. Just got through. No need to worry about tenure. I'll see you on Maroon Sling. SJ, you're next. You just hand pin. I can see it wide open there. Good. Catching go a little off, but not enough to trigger a penalty. All right, hand pin. Not bad, but it just slipped away from your side there. Good. Good. All right, hand pin opened up for sure. Kind of like left to like go check on the rifle behind the body. Awkward kind of grab on the rifle, just a little bit more rifle precision needed on that. Okay, you can see your hand. When you're not thinking about that structure, it's wide open and moving around. All right, so pull your brain back to the hand. Great catch. All right, hand pin open, hand pin moving around a little bit. 6, 9 points. SJ. No need to worry. This is going to pass, and you're going to break tenure. So let me go and erase that tenure by your name. Congratulations. All right, broke tenure. We have one more Maroon Sling to go, and that's going to be Anthony. All right, Anthony Plochika, I think. Welcome back to the community, Anthony. Antony. Welcome back. Good. If I remember right, red sling, I do a preview, by the way, before the stream. I think your red sling went pretty well. Hey, you want to look at your hand pin down there, left side of the body. Good. Nice M1, by the way. Very cool to see people picking up the M1. Also, you got yoked in your time away. My memory of you was like a high school senior, like, not yoked yet. Congratulations on hitting the gym and getting your macros. Nice. Good. Good. Very nice. Catch angle. Not bad. Definitely gonna pass. All right, now we're through with red. What was red? Sorry, I must have made a mistake in just speaking. Hopefully your green sling passes. Hopefully your green sling passes. All right, you're waiting to get on your second flight back to New Jersey. The camp we were at was awesome. Oh, you were at leadership camp? I had a couple cadets from the school I teach at that went to leadership camp. They both had a good time. Maroon was a little bit rough. Maroon's definitely going to be pushed back. You're going to, so when the rifle hits the ground, you're going to take a double major, which is 6 points of penalty. So that one time it hits the ground for your under the leg is going to be 6 points alone. So heads up there. I said maroon. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm tired. All right, let's jump into maroon. And Anthony, let's do it. Let's just start with yours. While we got the momentum here. Make sure this shows up in the screen. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, here we go. Slight catch angle, not enough to trigger penalty. Very, very slight. Way to wrangle control back out of that. You can see your facial bearing giving away how like terrifying it is. All right, so far so good. I think it dips away at like the last like 3 tricks. Like I remember watching this being like, oh, it's good, and then like something happened. The UTL, definitely. Okay, that was the first break. Okay, stutter step. All right, you're gonna take catch angle. And then let me check in. It's a moderate to catch with the rifle with one heart and the sling on the other. All right. Okay, and then stutter step out. Good. I see positive control. I'd like you to hold that a little bit longer, but I see what I really want out of it is positive control. Your heel kicks off the ground here on the way lifting. And you're not going to get a penalty. Typically, I want people to hold that for 3 seconds. Just a heads up. But really, all I'm gauging is positive control, and you show me positive control there. Good. I'll take it. Footwork could work with the spurs. So I'm going to give it. Okay, yeah. So let me make sure it hits the ground. That's going to be 6 points. And then some stutter steps. All right, so hand pin. And then it hits your body and loses a lot of momentum. There's a secondary adjustment. You made it work, but just looking over this, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's not going to pass. I wouldn't stress it. Great time to not have it pass. One, we got to stream next week. And 2, well, welcome to the drill community. Welcome back to the drill community. If you score at 80 or higher, 80 to 89, you have what's called tenure, and you got to resubmit to get to the 90 anyway. I think if you switch to your 03 or just grind out a better attempt, because literally the first half of this was fine, you're going to get that 90 next week anyway. Like I know that 90 run is in you, so it's kind of the same difference either way. All right? Rocky Mountain Drill Team Leadership Camp. I love that. With Matt and Kirsten. Oh, you would still Drill Team Dynamics. Nice. Yeah, it started super nice. Resubmit with the 1903, definitely. Although, yeah, I'm kind of with Bryson. If you're gonna do M1, if you're building toward M1 shows, just do it with your M1. We'd all love to see it. Manuel, you're up next. Okay, bend of knees for the catch there. Good. Good, there's still some, like, there's up and down motion in your whole body, though every OTH is padded there. It looks like you do a stutter step out. So I'd like to see that be, because it's not an intentional, like, turnover around, which side tosses are going to be heavily penalized on side tosses if you, like, face it in the future. So heads up there. But that looked to me like you were stutter stepping because it drifted a little further than you wanted it to. All right, good. Secondary adjustment. Major catch angle. Hand pin. So both here, it slips forward a little bit and then wide open. Okay, that's it. All right. Side tosses having to be side tosses, like side caught, will be added this summer to the scoring manual. Just a heads up on that. Good. Trying to see your hand pin here. It kind of closes. It's fine. This one's interesting because I feel like you like remember your hand pin. I'm gonna give it to you. All right, and then the J hook. As soon as you release your hand, it can take a little bit of time to get to the hand pin, but it's gotta close and it's gotta find the hand pin. Footwork. If you're gonna step into it, you gotta step into it. Otherwise, it's just stutter stepping. For sure, for sure. All right, not bad. I think just heel off the ground there. A little bit inefficient footwork. All right, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This will pass with tenure. Manuel, congratulations. I think. Yes, first time earning your Maroon Sling. Well done. So you're going to get this with tenure. Score of 84. So you were qualified and you are welcome to participate in the Maroon Sling Division for the Drill Dojo Invitational. So that is going to be pass with tenure. Well done. Austin, I got you. I'm gonna give you a heads up. I don't think it's gonna pass today. Like I got your black sling. I'm a little iffy on it. We'll see, but I don't think it's gonna pass. Like, just we'll see. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be like right on that threshold. So we'll keep our expectations. The black sling scoring system's kind of new. So first of all, I'm proud of you for hitting all those tricks that you hit. You got a cool spread. At the very least, we'll be able to like showcase it for the stream, and at the very most, maybe it'll pass. We'll see. You get why Heaven's Whips have to have an underhand catch. Why you're changing it for Hell's Whips? This is just an intense amount of leeway, right? A Hell's Whip can be caught overhand from all the way above your head to like waist level, where the handshake one, you basically got head level down, and if you go too low, it hits the ground. I think the overhand catch fundamentally changes the effect of the Hell's Whip, and it gives you too much clearance from the ground, whereas like a good Hell's Whip will kind of have that like it you know, whip, right? You wouldn't ever whip like this, and that's part of it. Is like the whip feels like it's the throw, but it can also be like that catch, right? And so I feel like the overhand catch kind of just fundamentally changes what the trick is. Will blue and black slings be the same division for the invitational? Yes, blue and black slings are the same division, and your test out will be a blue sling test out, not a black sling test out. All right, that makes it so that you still have to have your 10 tricks, and everyone's graded on basically the same thing. Because black sling as it is kind of already like show the drill community what you got, whereas blue sling is like show me that you have true mastery over the mechanics at hand. So blue and black sling are a division together, and their test out is the blue sling. Ramses, good luck. Good. Handpin was like really close at times, but I'm gonna give it to you. All right, first of all, it's gonna be handpin, and then awkward like timing. You kind of slow down on this catch, and then you slow down, right? J-hook, that's basically the bare minimum of a J-hook. You got it. Okay, step back is fine. It does look a bit rushed. The step back is fine, but like decide to do it at this point, not at that point. On the catch here, it's going to be a 45 is what you're being graded at, and that hits exactly 90. So, or, you know, the angle there. So that is going to be major. Catch angle. Handpin. Good. Okay. I think that's a full step. Yeah, it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna do setter step, but you're gonna take the full penalty for catch angle here. It's, yeah. Good. Nice. I can see your hand pin open. Right. Open. And moving around. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, first qualification, not a tenure break. So congratulations. You passed with tenure. What did I say? This was 17, so a score of 83. Yeah. All right. You took, I mean, that's 6 points there. You get rid of that, and then you get rid of like the hand pins here. You're gonna be good to go. This is definitely not one to stress. I feel like the path clear on this one is pretty straightforward. So, Ramses, I look forward to seeing you on the next stream for your tenure break. Maybe a week or two. There we go. Add you to needs shipment because you're going to need a sling. All right, Evan, you're going to be up next. How's chat doing here? Prepared to see so many Andres rolls drop for the blue sling. I don't get it. I mean, maybe I grinded a lot of Andres rolls, so I guess I do get it, but they just feel so like straightforward to me. And yeah, it's just people's white whale trick. They just can't get over it. Will I make a 2-hand continuous over the head tutorial? Eventually. So right now the plan is that I'll be basically going all the way through orange, red, and maroon curriculum next year, all next season from August through May. I've got a little plan and a list and calendar going. The following school year will be green, blue, and as many black sling tricks as I can get out there. Once those are through, I'll go back and do everything that's not in the curriculum. So to answer your question, yeah, I hope to get to it one day, but like it probably won't be anytime soon. In theory, can someone sandbag a low division? If the judges unanimously agree, they can move up a division or get disqualified. So, but it has to be 4 out of 4. You weren't aware the new grading system we implemented so soon. Yeah, it was as soon as Daytona ended, the new grading system was implemented. It's for black sling. It's a 135 penalty. So the plan has always been to like kind of make black sling. So first of all, black sling Dan level used to be just the black sling curriculum. It used to be even like more than that. If you go back to the first live stream. So, let me see if I can pull a snapshot of it. It's kind of nutty, what the first one was meant to be. And then I backed off of that real fast. See here. Man, the first stream was 5.5 hours long. Look at this. Or the bottom frame. Alright, if you go back all the way to the first stream, I think Robbie Zyko attempts a black sling. Or we do like record submissions, we just hang out a little bit. Okay. To earn your black sling, you must demonstrate proficiency in all of the following tricks. This is what it used to be. You had to do all of it, and you had to pick 3. So that's what it used to be, and it used to be graded. So all of that, it was graded, but this was before the scoring system was like really finalized and everything, right? So if you want to see that, head to about hour 4 on the first live stream, and you'll kind of see a little bit of like Drill Dojo history here. So anyways, more to the point was like that was going to be out of reach for a lot of people, and I realized it was my skill set was being prioritized over other people's skill set. That's why it moved to maybe 6 months in. After that first year in Daytona, I think it moved to a choose your own adventure kind of list, and that number moved down to 6. And at the time, that number 6 was because of my 2016 routine. I did 6 of the tricks in the Black Sling curriculum. But I always kind of wanted to move back to like more strict Black Sling territory, but like without demoralizing people. Because remember, that stream happened in September of 2020, so it's been almost 6 years, and we're just hitting these like reaches now. So as more Black Sling drillers enter the curriculum and succeed, that difficulty level of Black Sling is going to go up. So this is kind of the next phase. We just hit 30 Black Sling drillers, so we're entering the next phase, and that's going to be graded, and that'll last probably till we reach somewhere either 50 or 100. We'll see how fast we get to 50 or 100. But probably 100, and then it'll start being 7 points and 8 points and 9 points. You know, we'll kind of walk up the chain. So that's a little bit of history. All right, Evan, good luck. Good. Nice stop. Nice. A little bit of like wobbling. Good. Good. Very nice. Pulled off balance, full step. Good. Very nice. Gonna be catch and go there. Yeah, easy. Evan, great submission. I love it. Congratulations on passing. Looks like it's the first submission here. I'm gonna check 2025. Yeah. All right, Evan, congratulations. All right, Jesse J. All right, secondary adjustment after the trick. Little bit of recoil. I'm not going to penalize, but watch it. Watch the recoil. Good. Good. Okay. Awkward on the catch there. You kind of lost momentum. Hand pin. There you go. All right. Just catch angle. Good. Nice. I feel like the rifle goes along wrong axis there. It does like a weird spin. It doesn't stay in plane. All right, yeah, this is gonna pass. 6 points. Everything was like pretty solid, so you're gonna break your tenure. Congratulations. Broke tenure. All right, well done. I would redo that as you move forward into green. Rework some of the maroon sling to like add more punch and impact. I felt like a lot of things were definitely done right, but like they're not going to make you shine competitively. Add a little bit more like pop to each stop. You know what I mean? I think it's going to elevate your drill quite a bit. All right. Joaquin, I think. Joaquin, let's do it. Catch angle? Good. Okay, a little angled off. Like on the side of your head there. Yeah. Good, no penalty. Good. Good. You won't have to like muscle it so hard with this hand if you lower it tighter to your body here. So the reason you feel like you have to add so much is that you're kind of coming too far out with it. Just a heads up there. Bring it a little bit tighter into your body and like really trust that you can kind of like jerk it around using your shoulder and not like extra restraint. Good. Good. All right. I think just hand pin kind of, yeah, you freak out with the hand pin a little bit. Okay, hand pin again. Just a little bit loose there. Cool J hook. Rotates on wrong axis. Just a little bit like pacing, kind of slowed down under the leg. 4, 6, 7. Joaquin, congratulations. You are going to earn your maroon sling. All right, just 2 left. For maroon sling, what are the rules on power stances? So, if you start at a power stance, no big deal. Not a problem. If you suddenly move, and this is especially for double rising sun exits, if you move from a solid standstill to a power stance and it looks intentional, all of those things, it's a 1-point penalty. If it's not a solid power stance, right, you're mid rotation and it looks like you step forward a little bit, you're going to get 2 points for the stutter stepping. Okay, so a big point of the transition, you like there's grace if it looks like you're intentionally moving from, like you're choosing to move from a regular stance to a power stance, but it's a little bit harsher if it doesn't look that way, which can be a little bit subjective. All slings are now being graded from red and above. Oh, you're asking like right now. Yep, it was just maroon. We're gonna do our 1 green and 1 black. That's it. Justin, if you're still here, now's the time to pop in. Which you are here because you just answered the question. I didn't read your username there. So Justin, are you ready? Starting from power stance is fine. Yeah, I totally understand if you're starting from power stance. I think that's a viable drill position. All right, Justin, good luck. All right, heels off ground. Slight adjustment in the foot. I'm not going to give you a full stutter step, but slight adjustment in the foot back here. You eke out the catch. That's fine. Okay, slightly padded. Good hand pin. Okay, missed with the hand at the start is going to be a moderate. Catch angle is going to be... I don't think you cross 45, so you're going to sneak out of there with a moderate penalty, but it's very close. Yeah, I mean, we're talking a couple degrees, but you're going to sneak out of it. Good. Check heels. Oh, heels come off the ground for it. Okay, not my preferred toss, but I'll take it because the catch comes in okay. Alright, hand pin though. Alright, 1 for being open, 2 for distance away from body. Heels off the ground. And then stutter step. Okay. That was good. I want you to think this isn't a penalty, but think about how you want your feet to land here. If they're going to be that close, you might as well like train yourself to have your heels touching. Okay. Slight padding. You can kind of see it in the leg here, where like your knee comes off the ground. Okay, good maintaining of hand pin. I think this one's pretty clean. Alright, I didn't notice anything. Nice. Okay, heels off the ground. Slight stutter step outside. Oh, I saw the hand pin slip too. Let me think about the hand pin real quick. I'm gonna give you hand pin. It's allowed to come out for the second part of the stop. It looked like it was just slipping forward a little bit, but I think if I saw the side, I wouldn't actually count it. Hand pin doesn't matter so much here, but you do, like, you're allowed to bring it back. It just has to be a closed hand. All right, moment of truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. Justin, congratulations. You have passed your green sling with tenure. There's plenty to clean up here, which is good news. You'll have a lot of work ahead of you getting this kind of sharpened. I think the big thing for you is to start using your toes. That's going to be a little weird, but when you stand in one place, grip down onto the ground with your toes, and then like apply pressure to the outside of your feet. And you're going to feel yourself like be steady from like the knees down. If you get rid of the up and down and kind of the moving the toes and everything off the heels and everything, you're going to find all of your drill comes together because you're borrowing energy from the ground rather than like having to force it each time. All right, so think about how your toes interact with the ground. It's a weird concept to kind of grasp. I think it's going to elevate your drill quite a bit. But congratulations, Justin. This is going to pass with tenure. Oh, all right. Austin, if you're here. We will check this out. I really like your other attempt, by the way. I want to say, like, this one might be a little, it's not super rough, but it's a little rough. And, like, the last two tricks kind of get a little bit rough. But your other tempo was pretty solid up to the Jeep hook. Okay. So you're allowed to do whatever you want to get the ups, right? So heels off the ground and then bending the knees doesn't matter. But I am going to penalize you for, and it's a 1-3-5. So moderate for footwork here. You definitely look like you're kind of like lunging for it. And then you're also going to take 1 point for catch angle. Can pins are all right for a trick like this. Yeah, it really is just that lunge. I'm gonna keep it at moderate, I think, because this one you're allowed to move on. It's just far away. We'll keep it as is. Okay, you're going to take a moderate for the stutter step, and you're going to take 1 point for the catch angle here. Again, you can do anything you want on black sling to get the ups. That's something that will go away in the future as one of the difficulty jumps. That'll probably disappear at 50. Hand pins. They look okay. Good. That first one was kind of sketchy. I'll make sure the axis that it's in. Okay. Sling forward, sling backwards, sling forward, sling backwards. Okay. It evens itself out. Thought I saw a heel move. Yep, right there. We'll do a minor on that, same as we did earlier in the stream. Okay. Okay, big travel as well. Again, you can travel for it, but you're definitely kind of like lunging for it. And then catch angle. It's a 45. Yeah, I'm gonna do a major on catch angle. I think that's like exactly at 45. Almost a stutter step. I'm gonna give you the stutter step. We'll do a moderate on catch angle. I think that's maximum catch angle there. And then, yeah, you kind of lose that balance and stumble backwards. It's a bit more than a stutter step. I'm going to do a major on that. Okay. So these stack fast. So it's only 5 tricks, but it's still an 80-point threshold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 25. Okay. So 75. Sorry, 75. Right, 10 plus 12 plus 3. Yeah, 75. All right. Yeah. Just the last 2 tricks. Reverse the order. You can go in any order. I think the 720... you're going to get dizzy, but there's just a little bit more to clean up. All right? Usually start with your inconsistent tricks. Yeah. Just hit a good catch angle twice. That's it. That's really all you got to do. Really, one catch angle's got to go away. Just hit your zycotic like perfectly. Any one of these 5s will do it. Any 2 little stutter steps. I think you had 2 losses of balances. That'll do it. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Literally the best time to not pass. So, you're all ready. If you choose to do the Drill Dojo Invitational, you're already in the highest division. So, don't worry about it. And I hope you do. All right. That's it for stream today. I am going to head on out. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I'll see you next week. All right. So, go outside, go qualify, go break your tenure. I'll see you at the Drill Dojo Invitational, and happy drilling.